Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from New Orleans. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down. The 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carr gonna open with a pass here. And his first pass falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Through the second level at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Another, he's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Throwing his Carr. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This one to Shaheed. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is reeled in by Kamara. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time that big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Harris once more. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A handoff for Williams, running left. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone. Mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34. That's caught by Chris Olave. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Carr here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. From the shotgun, Carr. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's got it inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ross off the play fake. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Steelers first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Warren here from the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10 now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. And they give to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. This is complete to Olave. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Pressure coming for Carr. This one's caught. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
First and goal. Here's Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. Now Carr. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. They'll try with Kamara. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run, so now a decision to make on 4th and goal from the 4. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints losing by 7. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked off sides, and we've got a flag. Following that helpful penalty, offense lining up on 4th down. Looking to throw it. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down. He's back to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. Running behind center with Harris. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. 1st down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping.